Hello, I'm back. Whoop, nearly fell, great start. I want to paint a lot this week, possibly a little bit every day. That's my intention. I have 3 paintings that I need to photograph. Camera is ready. I need to edit them on Lightroom. I want to upload them on the gallery because I like uploading the video on YouTube and at the same time having the paintings ready for sale. That's how it looks. I've done a couple already. This is a close in. I have a side. I have a frontal shot. Shooting is done. What I need to do now is transfer these files real quick to the computer. And I am going to edit them through Lightroom. What I'm doing right now is I'm just putting the paintings up because I like having my paintings exposed for a couple of weeks, just kind of to have the pastels to dry and to set properly, and then also for inspiration. So where can I put this now? Let me see. I need to buy more tape. I use so much tape just to get these paintings to proper stay in place. So after a couple of important side chores, my Monday finally moved into some actual painting. As I mentioned earlier, my goal, not just for December but from now on, is to paint a little bit every day. Is it possible? I honestly don't know. I'm curious to see if I'll manage it and what it will teach me, or if I'll end up completely fed up with painting. But the reason I want to try is simple. I want to build a stronger connection to the act itself. I want to watch my collection grow. I want to expand my themes and subjects and maybe even explore new mediums along the way. I've always wanted that daily rhythm, but life gets very, very busy, especially when you're running an entire art business on your own. Now, today's painting, and yes, it is still Monday, and yes, I've actually already done a lot in just a couple of hours, so let me just celebrate that instead of demanding more productivity from myself. Today's piece is inspired by a reference photograph I took somewhere here in Ireland. I completely forgot the name of the place, but it had this delicious little road and a yellow building covered in foliage. Naturally, it was a rainy day, which you can probably tell from the deep gray sky in the reference. Now, fast forward to Wednesday, the day I'm actually editing this video. It's 8 p.m. now as I'm editing, and earlier this morning, right after finishing the acrylic layer of this piece, I moved on to some sketching in my sketchbook, using only oil pastels. Since my goal is to paint as much as I can, I thought it would be great to also start filling my sketchbooks. A little daily session should help speed up that wish. It felt a bit strange using only pastels. It's been a couple of months now where I've been combining acrylic paint with oil pastels, so working with just them this morning left me a bit disappointed. I realized how quickly I lost my loose hand with this medium. Something about the movement or even the coloring just wasn't the same. I found myself craving the acrylics and a proper paintbrush. It's funny how fast we get used to certain materials. While I was doing that, the urban scene piece from earlier was drying in the background, so I could come back to it and add the pastel details, which you'll see now as I finish up this midweek work. So it's now just after lunch and I can finally finish this piece. The acrylic layer is completely dry, so it's safe to go over everything with pastels. As always, I love working around the edges and blending the figures into the background. The way the pastels move across the surface adds this fluid, almost eerie motion to the whole scene, something very alive to the eye. For the past few months, my biggest inspiration has been Munch. His paintings always leave me hungry to keep looking. The layers of shades, the emotion in the colors, the total freedom in his brushstrokes. I think a bit of that energy always finds its way into my work. So I tried painting a little bit. No cameras, no microphones, literally just focusing on the painting. I prefer it. No distractions, I can focus on one thing only. I'm liking this painting. I am doing a different sort of size, and it's been a challenge because I usually don't go for this sort of size. But I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying the process so far. The idea was to paint it quickly, so I could move on to the next piece the following day. Foolish me for thinking I'd start and finish in one afternoon, then wake up and begin something brand new. That did not happen. This painting ended up taking 2 days, mostly because the rest of life and business tasks decided to eat up my time. But the colors are looking really beautiful, they play so nicely together, and I'm a little bit in love with the brushwork as well, very loose, moving in different directions to create that sense of energy and movement. I even added a couple of little figures as witnesses to the place I visited in person. It's autobiographical again, like most of my pieces. At this point, after several hours of work, it's already dark outside, so it's time to turn on some lights and kick that seasonal depression in the bum. Christmas lights on the tree, and then I proceed to turn on the lights on the windows, and of course, the cats are ready for dinner. Adolf loves following me around the kitchen, tracking every single movement. G instead waits patiently on the table, which you can't see, and Boo Boo's on the couch in the sitting room, supervising from afar.
She's here waiting already. Here, madame. Enjoy.
Once they were all fed, I spent some proper quality time with them. Adolf is currently obsessed with this little game where he runs after me the moment I call his name.
Come here, Gigi!
And he follows at full speed. It's ridiculous and adorable.
Here.
Now we're on to Thursday, December 4. Another day, another painting. I wasn't entirely sure what to paint on such a rushed decision, but I ended up choosing another urban scene, this time from a photo I took in a town called Ennistimon, here in Ireland. The angle was captured from the car as we were crossing the bridge, and it was one of those gorgeous sunny summer days. As I have mentioned before, the west coast of Ireland is such a jam. There's truly no better part of the country than that side for me. So immediately as I am drawing this, I am regretting it. I chose the most complicated picture to draw, sorry. It looks chaotic, so I'm going to quickly do an outline with the acrylic. I have to use acrylic here, so quickly do an outline, and then I'm going to see if I can paint it as quickly as I can. So today's session was all about this little scenery here, and it ended up surprising me in different ways. A great boost today was listening to some sing-along music. I had everything from old Italian pop, Cesare Cremonini, to the Spanish classic Corazón Partido by Alejandro Sanz. Tiziano Ferro. A totally chaotic mix, but it kept me going. In the end, I actually really liked how this piece turned out. It definitely follows my style, but it felt refreshing to focus on a different subject for a change. So far, I'm genuinely surprised by how much work I've done this week. I do feel like I tried my best to paint a little bit every day. My only wish maybe going forward is to do it without any anxiety, definitely without any pressure. It's important to keep painting with fun and to leave space for learning and playing with different mediums, which definitely is something I have on my to-do list. Anyway, this is already a mega video compared to what I usually upload, so I'm going to wrap it up. I had so much fun with this little challenge. I think it really gave me a boost, and speaking to the camera is slowly becoming less scary. You know, where this thing keeps moving. Or maybe I'm just great at hiding it. See you next week, and I hope you have a lovely weekend.